Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are located on planet Earth. It is time for another edition of the PulseWave Report with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave Price Triggers Reports. All right, so let's take a look at some charts. All right, so the first one we're starting off with is ticker WPM, Wheaton Precious Metals. All right, this is the ticker here. We do have an alert here, a rally alert on this particular one. The overhead trend line resistance around the $44 mark is the initial target on this one. So that is what we're looking for tomorrow's trading on this particular security. The next one we have here, let me go back for a second. Okay, yeah. It should be noted that this one's been flip-flopping too. You went from a bearish bias to a bullish one, then short-term bearish, flip back to bullish, then back to bearish, then flipping back to bullish. So technically speaking, it's back to a bullish bias. And when you get rapid flip-flopping like this, the market's tightening up and ready to explode in one direction or the other. Right now, it's looking like it wants to be to the upside. So the bulls, I believe, are in control of this market. All right, the next recommendation request that we got, the next reco is for PAS. The ticker is PAAS as in Sam, Pan American Silver. All right, like the last one here, you can see that this one's been flip-flopping around too. You went from bearish to bullish bias to bearish bias, now back to a bullish bias. The overhead trendline resistance around the $31.50 handle is the initial target on this one as well. So you're looking for just above just about a dollar is in your initial profit. That's what you're looking to at least book. At least if you can book a buck on this one, that'll be about what you get. The next overhead target would be around the $33.50 mark, which is here, the bottom of the Kumo cloud. So it just depends on how much energy you can get on this particular one. Now, it should be noted that we're talking about silver mines here, right? The last two charts that we're looking at is dealing with silver. So hang on for a second because we're going to get to silver and you'll see why. It looks like the bulls are going to be able to get a nice little, at least dollar run on this one. All right, let's see here. Next one is Boeing. All right, that's the next chart. The ticker is BA. All right, so Boeing has a rally alert for tomorrow's trading as well. And you've been getting a little bit of flip-floppage, but for the most part, it's been an upward trajectory. Even on the pullbacks, the market's being bid right back up, right? So shorts aren't really having an opportunity to really make any money on this one, with the exception of this last crash alert back here. You got some downside production there, but other than that, you've been not really getting the bang for your buck on this one. These pullbacks are primarily being used to acquire more shares. So every pullback, the market bids itself right back up. But you still can't ignore these crash alerts because they could end up being significant right when you say I'm not going to pay attention to it. All right, so you have to pay attention to it. All right, so this one, the rally alert, I think this market is going to try to get back up toward the 240-ish handle. All right, so around the 240 mark is your initial profit target on Boeing. All right, Boeing is an interesting one. So you see the last crash alert, you got that initial thrust. Then the next day you took out the prior low. Then you kind of consolidated here, and then you gave it up, put in another down, but then you reversed and rallied into the close. So there's a possibility for, the market to get bid right back up again. And that's kind of what we're looking for, the wash, rinse, repeat. But you got to be prepared for anything in these markets. You already know that. And don't forget, you got this big gap back here that needs to be attended to as well. So, yeah, Andy, you got one here too. So you got some gaps that you got to deal with on the downside. So at some point, I think the market does turn and come down here and fill these gaps. So we'll see. All right, on the next one we have here, this is another recommendation request. This one is Go Dolphin Resources. The ticker is GRL, traded on the ASX. All right, so this is for you Aussies out there. All right, so this one you can see here, a lot of flippage too. Not really doing anything, moving sideways, but it's flipped back to the bulls now. The bulls are going to try to see if they can work something out and get a rally going here. So this is going to be interesting for sure. And the trend line is usually your initial target, but you're already there. So we're going to have to push this one to the bottom of the Kumo cloud. Is where you're going to try to go. That is acting as a strong overhead resistance right now. And this one is a flat one, so it's not really doing a whole lot. Remember what I told you, if the market isn't really doing anything for you, you can always switch to the longer term time frame, which is usually using the weekly triggers. All right, that usually will help you out if you're confused and you just really don't know what to do. All right, the next one here is another request. This one is MXC, Mexico Energy. This one also has a rally alert for tomorrow's trading. It's been a very elongated sideways trading here, not a lot going on. You do have this incredible bullish pointer right here. So at any rate, the market should get back up and take this pointer out. And then we'll see where you go from there. But really, there's not a lot of conviction. You've just been going bullish, bearish, and really not really doing anything. So on this one here, you got a rally alert tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow's the day that the market actually takes off. So you can't ignore your alerts when you get them. You still have to trade the market. So you just never know when things are going to go ahead and take off. Okay. So just sometimes you just got to be patient. You just got to be patient. All right. Let's see here. Let's get to I see you guys in the trade room. What up, Loco and Max and Spoon and Mick and Darian? Smash that like button for me. And I will get to your other recos. Let's go ahead and knock the rest of these charts out first. All right, so gold futures is next. Bears are still in control of the market with rallies being sold. Overhead trendline resistance is a key resistance in this market at this time. All right, this one's still acting like it wants to roll over. You did get a little bit initial downside production. I think once this rally right here fizzles, it's going to give up the ghost as well. So right now, the bears are definitely still in control of this gold market. And I think we do come down here and test this support. So we'll have to wait and see how that one pans out. Next up, though, is the silver chart, which is a little bit different. So here's your silver, okay? Your silver right now is below the Kumo cloud, but you have a rally alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. All right, now let me just come out just for a second, go back to the gold. Notice how the gold chart, this is what it's looking like. It's below the Kumo cloud too, but your trading ranges are a little bit more pronounced than when you flip back to the silver chart here, where it's nothing really going on, very tight in the range. So on this one here, you're already at resistance. So in order to get any upside production, this thing is really going to have to break out to the upside. And then you got the overhead resistance around that $26 mark that we're looking at. So can't ignore the rally alerts or the crash alerts, because you never know when the market's going to take off. You just have to see how this handles. But this is what it's looking like. It's flipped right back to the bulls now. Very interesting markets. Check out the last crash alert, and I'll blow it up for you real quick. All right, so you had this crash alert. You went 1, 2, 3 bars. You got nothing. Then the market reverses on you with a rally alert. So the bears were unsuccessful to get downside production, so the bulls wrestle control of the market back from them. The last rally alert we had back here, we got this upside production, then we are back here where we are. So this gives the bulls another opportunity. Now, they lost it last time, right? The bulls had the control right here. They was doing things. Then they just lost control. The bears pushed it right back down again. And here you are. So this is one of those things, man. This is definitely one of those things. Once the bears got control here, rally came up, and then they smashed it down. Bearish pointer right here. So it's looking like silver could possibly fail and then come right down here and take out the lows. For the most part, gold and silver move together. So I'm thinking that if gold rolls over, the silver is going to go right along with it. So this could be a possible bull trap coming up. Just wanted to point that out to you. All right. Last futures chart here is Bitcoin. All right, this is the actual Bitcoin itself. This is the crypto, not the future. All right, so we came into it with the rally alert. You got a little bit more upside production, and it's looking like the market is quiet, but I think it wants to explode. I think it wants to take out that 20 and keep it pushing. Let's see, this one right here didn't do it. This one right here didn't do it. This one right here didn't do it. So it wants to take out that 20. I think it's going to do it. I think this market is definitely going to take out the 20. We'll just have to wait and see and be patient. But yeah, bulls are still in control of this market for now. Follow the reports, people. Don't get it twisted. Don't get yourself caught up. Don't try to outthink the market or try to outthink the system. Follow the reports. Do exactly what the reports are telling you to do so that you don't get yourself tossed up. All right, you're going to have losing trades and things of that nature. That's the cost of doing business in these markets. So don't make it any worse than it has to be. All right, here's Tesla. All right, here is your Tesla. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so Tesla's been all over the place. We all know that. It's trying to hang on to this bull market back here. You see it? It's trying, right? It's trying to stay locked in. All pullbacks being bid right back up. And now here you are again. We have a crash alert for tomorrow's trading in Tesla. All right. Looking back here. Yep, you definitely have a gap right here that needs to be filled. Sorry, Tesla. You gotta handle your business. Tesla loves having these gaps, and then they don't come back and do nothing about it. You got a gap here. You got a gap back here. And this is on July the 2nd of 2020 and July the 6th of 2020. So you got those gaps back there. Let's see. Yep, that's what you got, man. Gonna have to deal with those. Yeah, you got to handle that. You're gonna have to handle those gaps back there, man. This last crash alert, you got a little bit of downside production before the reversal. The one before that one, you got some downside production after the rally alert, which is funny. Tesla's been rude. Tesla's like Facebook. It can be quite rude. It can just flip-flop all over the place and like a fish out of water. All right, so it can be tough to capture. Stock trading is not without its limitations. So this one, you got no production. You flip-flop from, rally to crash. I'm sorry, crash to rally. Market explodes, comes down again. You get a little bit of downside production. Then boom, rally alert again, upside production. And now it's like it's showing signs of topping out. So you can't ignore these. You gotta trade what you see. So you have to respond. You have to deal with these alerts. So sometimes the markets are not always ready to respond, because remember, these alerts can lead the market 3 to 5 days out. So when it gives the alert, you just have to go with it. You just got to follow the reports and set the trades up the way the report tells you to. All right, this next one, and this will be our last one. This is Natural Shrimp. The ticker is SHMP as in Paul. All right, and as you can see here, the rally alert was back here on December the 1st, and we've got nice upside production as a result of that. So this one is looking really, really nice. Natural Shrimp. And this one's definitely a penny stock. You got up to 31 on a spike. Don't know what it's going to do. Let me pull up. I just want to get a look of how this thing has been behaving. All right, this is definitely a new high there. Let's see what else we got. Okay, it's been as high as 95 cents back here when you had that crash low on February the 15th. All right, let's put something back else up here. Just want to see if I can get, just want to see what the action's looking like on here. All right, so on the monthly chart, all right, we have a high here of $4.50 back on October 31st of 2011. And since then, you've been down here in the dumps for a long, long time. A couple of false starts. You had one back here, bullish pointer, flat line, bullish pointer, then a flat line, rally alert, and now it's trying to move. Let's see what else. Okay, you got 85 million volume on the monthly. Let me go back to the daily here. 28 million. Okay. I mean, this one does look like it looks like it could be in play. I mean, I can't front it. It looks like it may be. You may got something going on here. You really might got something going on here. I can't front. You really do look like you got it. Let's see. And it does look interesting. Let's see. I'll make a note of this one. I'm going to be watching this one. This one definitely looks interesting. It's not always about if the security has a story or not. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You would think just by looking at it, a shrimp company, what does that do? It doesn't really sound sexy. Like when you look at the tech stocks of today, it's not sexy. You don't think sexy when you see it. You know what I mean? But it's definitely one I'm going to take a look at. All right. Gotta hear him get out of here, guys. So let's see. I'll do a couple more and that's it. Let's see. All right. BCO USD. What is BCO? I never heard of that one. That's one of those exotic forex pairs. Yeah, I don't see BCO USD. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. I don't even see that. I mean, is that a forex thing or what is that? What is the name? Oh, Brent crude. Okay, all right, okay, all right, no problem. Hold on, I got you. Okay, you want to see the Brent crude oil? All right. Let's see. Find a good ticker on that. There's a lot of Brent. I want to get you the best one, so just hold on. All right, we're going to try this one. Let's see what it look like. Okay, here's your Brent crude oil, okay? Right now it's around the $50.76 handle. So the bulls are definitely in control. Here's the rally alert here. And as you can see, the bulls are clearly in control of this market. So this is definitely a long still on this particular one. So the Brent is looking good. All right, the next one here is UNG. All right, the nat gas. Let's see what's up. Yeah, UNG, man, is a trip. It has a really wide open interest. So you got liquidity. That's not the problem. The problem is, in my opinion, it's not really tracking with the nat gas the way it should. You don't get that. You don't get those bars. All right. So like today, for instance, okay. So bulls are still in control of this market for right now. You have 4.9 million shares exchange hands. All right. So the bulls are still in control, right? You can see that here. Here's your rally alert back here. And here it's going. The top, the overhead trend line resistance is the target around the $10.50 mark. I don't know if I'll make it because if you look at these last rallies, they always get sold off hard. The last one was here. We got sold off hard. Next one here, we got sold off hard. And now this one. So this one, you got to watch for the sell-off. Got to watch for the sell-off. Now, since you bought this up, I want to look at I want to show you something just real quick. All right, so we looked at hold on, I hit the wrong thing. All right, so that was your nat gas, right? But check this out, and that was the ETF UNG. Here's the ETF for the crude oil futures OIH, right? Now peep this one. All right, totally different type of a chart. And you have a rally alert for tomorrow, but it's been kind of flip-floppish also up here. Usually signs that the market is kind of like topping out. So the energy sector is anyone's guess at this point. Not sure at all how that's going to actually play out, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, man, it's just one of those things. I don't know what's going to happen. I just don't. Maybe you can look. Maybe the crude oil futures themselves will show a little something. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find an answer in there. Sometimes, these markets will move together, and sometimes they won't. All right, so here is the crude oil futures chart, and it kind of is looking like the OIH a little bit, and also it's looking like your nat gas a little bit. See, bulls are in control. It seems to be creeping up, right? It's like the Brent chart that I show you. The Brent is stronger, but nevertheless, the upward trajectory is what it is, right? All right, now then peep this. All right, let's take that out. Now let's look at the actual nat gas futures real quick, and then we'll end it with this. All right, so come on, nat gas futures. Go ahead and load up for me. It's taking a minute. All right, here we go. All right, so your nat gas futures so the UNG is kind of following it. But this is where you are. You're right here at the overhead resistance. Bulls are in control. Here was your rally alert back here. Here's your upside production. So yeah, the UNG is tracking with the nat gas pretty good, but you're just not really getting too much going on. In the micro sense, the bulls are back in charge, but it looks like the bears could easily come in and sell a rally like they did back here. They sold it. Back here, they sold it. See what I'm saying? Back here, then it broke, they sold it. So the bears keep selling these breaks and wrestling back control again. So longer term, bears are still in control. Every rally, you get these crash alerts. So I don't think, I think the safest trade on the nat gas would be to wait for the sell signals and take those crash alerts. Those seem to be the ones that are paying out the biggest right now, because longer term bears got it, short term bulls got it. See what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where we are right now with it, my man. That's where we are with it. All right, so I appreciate it. You guys smash that like button for me. You know what it is, PulseWaveTrading.com. We still got the quarantine special going on. You can get your hand on these PulseWave reports for the lowest price that we've ever had, man. Go to PulseWaveTrading.com, put in the coupon code provided, and you can save yourself a ton of money. And come break bread with us, man. Take advantage of these market fluctuations. And with that being said, remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I'm out. Peace.